What is up, guys? Virginia the Buckeye Gamer here, and I am back for my pickups for April of 2022, and all I have to say is, holy cow, I've got so many games this month. I got a couple lots off of eBay that were actually, lots are obviously more expensive up front, but I kind of picked out the ones that I was going to keep and then sold off all the rest, so I didn't quite make my money back on it. Became kind of iffy, kind of close. Probably made a little over half of my money back on it. But anyhow, so I've got my games divided up into their respected systems. So we are going to, where the heck am I going to start? And you know what, I'm going to start just with the one closer to me. Well, actually, these are two different systems because I didn't get too many of each, but we're going to start with, I got a couple Wii games. I haven't bought any Wii games for quite a while, but the first one we have here is Zack and Wiki, The Quest for Barbaros Treasure. Now, I have heard some good things about this game. I do believe it was a budget title when it was released, and I paid just under $10 for this to buy it, and it is complete. Like, it's got, the disc and the manual, of course. Case is a little beat up, but I got replacements, so I can fix that. And then we also have, now this one I paid actually $10 for because I got the price tag on here. This is Pitfall the Big Adventure. Now, Pitfall is actually one of my favorite games on the Atari 2600. So I'm trying to get the Pitfall games that were released afterwards. And this was the next one on my list. So again, I haven't really done much with my Wii or Wii U for quite a while, so I'll eventually get to those at some point, but I'm glad to have them. And the next one I have is actually an Xbox 360, and this is The Witcher 2: Assassin of Kings. Now, for those of you that watch my top 10 favorite games, you'll know that my number one was The Witcher 3, and I still hold to that, obviously. But I've always wanted to get The Witcher 2, and it looks really good. Now, again, I really haven't played much of any of these games. There's a handful here that I have, but yeah, I definitely can't wait to get into this. And this came, again, complete. So you got the Enhanced Edition quest book. Now, this is actually really cool to go inside here. It's got like maps and, different strategy tips and everything like that. It's really cool. And then inside, it looks like we got 3 discs. Holy moly. Oh yeah, the third one in here was the game soundtrack. But you got a map and the game manual. So that was pretty cool. I found that, I'm trying to think of where I found this. Oh, nope, it was at my local chain called The Exchange. So I paid $25 for this, which technically I don't think is that bad. I have seen a little cheaper, and I've also seen it more expensive, just depending on how complete and how good of a shape it's in. So anyway, so we got that. Now moving on, I got 3 PSP games, and I haven't added, again, a PSP game to my collection in a while. But we're going to start here with the first one that I got this month, and this is Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. So, nice fighting game. I do love the Street Fighter games. Now, the fighting genre is one of my favorites, aside from RPGs and racing. Now, my favorite series is Tekken. I don't know if there was a Tekken PSP game. If anyone knows for sure, go ahead and comment down below. I might have to look for that, if there is. So, definitely can't wait for that. And then this one was really cool. Didn't pay much at all for this, but this is the Sega Genesis collection. So on here it has the list on the back. So we got Alex, Kid in the Enchanted Castle, Bonanza Brothers, Kid Chameleon, Flicky, Game Ground, Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4, which is awesome. Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion, Vector Man 1 and 2. And let's see what else we got here. We got Golden Axe, Shadow Dancer, Secret of Shinobi, Virtua Fighter 2, Columns, Comic Zone. That game's hard. And, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. So there's a lot on here. So there's 28 games. So I listed off, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 18 games listed here. So see, because they got the little booklet here, I'm going to see if they tell us exactly what all is listed. Because I did mess around with this game for a little bit once I got it. Oh, here we go. Hold on. All right, so the games included are Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle, Alter Beast, which is a great game, Bonanza Brothers, Columns, Comic Zone, Decap Attack, I can't say I've heard of that one, Echo the Dolphin, Echo Tides of Time, Echo Junior, Flicky, Gain Ground, Golden Axe. I actually like Golden Axe. Golden Axe 2, Golden Axe 3, Kid Chameleon, Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star 3, Phantasy Star 4. We got Ristar. I actually really enjoyed that game. Shadow Dancer, Secret of Shinobi, Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion, Vector Man 1, Vector Man 2, and Virtua Fighter 2. So, nice little collection on the go. So if I'm ever itching for some retro goodness, stick out my PSP and I got 28 games right here. So that is pretty cool. And then the next one I got, now this was a little pricey, but I was able to work out a deal with it. And this one is called The Third Birthday. Now, this was produced by Square Enix. Now, Square Enix, as you know, they've kind of fallen out of graces a little bit here lately, but they were the quintessential, or one of the quintessential RPG companies. Now, this one is kind of like, it has RPG elements, I think, but there's some horror elements to it as well. I played a little bit of it, and I mean, so far, I like what I played. But I'm definitely going to have to dig into this some more to really get a good feel for it. All right, I've got a few more stacks here. Now, we're going to move on to the PlayStation 1. I got a nice little stack of games here. Now, we're going to start actually with my imports. I actually got 2 import games. So this first one is this is a Samurai Showdown game, and I believe it's called Samurai Showdown. It's Bushido something or other. I'm not totally positive, but I have played a few Samurai Showdown games before. Just never, obviously, this one, because I don't know if we ever got a Samurai Showdown game on the PlayStation 1 released in the States. Now, again, I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. But this really wasn't a franchise I was into as a kid. So, couldn't tell you that for certain. So, I'm going to put that aside. And then I also got Tales of Eternia. Now, if this box art looks familiar to some of you, this game was actually released in North America as Tales of Destiny 2. However, that was not the original Tales of Destiny 2. The original Destiny 2 came out on the PlayStation 2 only in Japan, so we never got that officially. I think the reason why we couldn't use Eternia here in the States, I think, was due to a copyright issue. There was something else going on. There was a specific reason why they couldn't use that name, but yeah, this is the Japan copy, and I do believe it came out in PAL territories as also Tales of Eternia, but I could be wrong. So there's 3 discs in here, and they're all colorful discs too. So you got orange, and then we got like a light green, light blue. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the original Tales of Destiny 2, the North American release, is way expensive. So I either pay $250 for that, or I pay $22 for this. So I went with that one. I'll just use an English walkthrough when I go to play it. Now this one was kind of a blind buy here. So this is Meck Warrior 2, 31st Century Combat. I ended up with this on an eBay purchase, and the only reason is because I originally, from the seller, I was going to buy a PlayStation 2 game, but it wasn't until after I made the purchase that I realized I already had the game in my collection. So I messaged the seller really quick. I'm like, hey, listen, I do apologize. I already have this game. Is there a way that we can cancel and get me a refund, and I'll buy something else off of you? So he's like, yeah, that's not a problem. I got my refund fairly quick, and then I just decided on this game. So it's a win-win. You know, he still got money off me. I still got a game, so we're good. I don't know anything about this, though. If anybody does, let me know. And then the next one, this is actually one of my grails, a game I've been looking for a long time at a decent price. We have Wild Arms. Now, this is the first Wild Arms game, to my knowledge, that was released. So I love the Wild Arms games. That is a series that needs to come back. Might do a video on that. But they need to bring this series back, or at least do some remakes of these older titles, because Wild Arms is fantastic. If you guys have not played it, you must. It's a great, great series. Now, I have not played any of the original PlayStation ones. I've played the PS2 Wild Arms games, but I'm excited to get into this. When I get some time, I'm definitely gonna have to sit down and play this. Maybe I'll do some gameplay and record it. Who knows? All right, so moving on. Where do I move on to next? All right, we're gonna do this. So I got a stack of PS2 games here. So I got a few imports there as well, but we're gonna start with the local stuff. So the first one here is Ssx Tricky. The Ssx games are really fun. Now, at least the ones I played. I've only played Ssx 3, which I hear is one of the best games in the series, but Tricky I also hear is pretty cool as well. I like what they did with the cover. It has like a hologram or holographic type thing to it. And then the next few here were just kind of blind buys. So this first one is Airblade. Now, I've seen this on some PS2 hidden gems videos or must-buy videos. I watch a lot of those on Metal Jesus Rock's channel. But anyway, so this is like a skateboarding-esque game, but you use hoverboards, I believe. So I'll let you guys take a look at that and see what you think. But it looks very interesting. Oh, excuse me. Yawn there all of a sudden. All right, and then the next one we have here is Dr. Muto. And a little interesting adventure. I think it's also a platformer. Case is a little beat up, but again, for the price I got it for, I can always replace the case, no problem. So definitely looks very interesting. And then the next one, I just paid a few bucks for, but we got Nitro Bike. Yeah, it looks like just like a biking type game. Pretty neat. Not much to say there. And then this next one, again, I've been looking for a while. I was able to find it at a decent price sealed, so we're gonna break the seal on this one, but this is Persona 3 FES. So I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the Persona games. Some of them I like, some I don't. I wasn't the biggest fan of Persona 5. I kind of prefer the older games, at least the ones that I played. Now, the only Persona 3, there was a PSP version that came out. It was just called Persona 3 Portable. That was very watered down and, not as in-depth, obviously. So I was pretty excited to find this. So we're going to open her up. And inside there, of course, you got the disc, you got the manual. So very excited for these. Now, the Persona games are insanely long, guys. Persona 5 alone, like without grinding, takes you over 90 hours to do. So if you're going to get these Persona games, just be prepared. That's going to be the only thing you're going to play for a while. So anyhow, moving on. So we got 3 imports here, actually. So this first one, this game's actually really cute. It's a Goemon game, but I couldn't tell you the exact title. Now, Goemon, we did get a couple releases on the Nintendo 64. The series really didn't take off here like it did in Japan, so we didn't really get a lot of the games in the series, but I saw gameplay of this. I thought it was so cute, so I definitely had to import it, and I paid maybe $12 for this. So that was pretty cool. That was cool. And then we also got, this is a Popolocroy game. This one I did try playing a little bit, couldn't really figure it out, so I'm definitely going to have to do a little more research on this game, but this one is really cute as well, and I love the Popolocroy game on the PSP. That game's adorable, with the graphics, the story, it's adorable, it's fun, you guys got to try that. So, Yeah, definitely going to do a little more research on that, but it's staying in my collection. And then we got the Tales of Destiny remake for the PS2. Now, again, this one only came out in Japan. So this is a remake of the PlayStation 1 game. Definitely having fun with this one. Again, using English walkthroughs and all of that. Really fun. So, excuse me. So, I mean, if you can get the English version of Tales of Destiny 2, that's great. But again, it's so expensive right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. So, all right. The last stack here we have our Vita games. I got several, actually. So, we're just going to kind of go through here randomly. So, first one I do have this digitally, but I did want to find a physical. We have Little Big Planet for the PS Vita. I do like the Little Big Planet games, and I even enjoyed 3, and I know that's kind of where the series, obviously that's the last one in the series right now, but I enjoyed it. And I do love the Vita version as well, but again, I just wanted a physical copy, so being that I have it digitally, I'm probably not going to play around with the cartridge all that much, but nice to have. All right, and then the next one we got here, oops, I actually got quite a few RPGs. We got Sword Art Online, The Lost Song. Now, for the Sword Art Online games, I hear this is one of the lower rated games, but I've seen gameplay of it. It looks good to me, so I've definitely played games that got poor ratings that I enjoyed. So, definitely looking forward to this. And then we also got Muramasa Rebirth. Now, I'm getting into, the last few here were pretty expensive, so Muramasa Rebirth. These ones, the last few here, I did have to kind of work out, like, long-term trade and payment plans to be able to get it, because I was not going to be able to afford these all up front. But this is a really nice, it's a linear RPG, but it's a really cool RPG. So, played a little bit of it, but definitely going to have to dig into it some more. And next one, okay, so this one actually wasn't that bad, not too expensive, but got an import for the PS Vita, and this is Tales of Innocence R. So this was a Tales game that we never got in the States. The only one that we got for the Vita was Tales of Hearts R, which originally I believe was a DS game in Japan. We never got the DS version. And I think Tales of Innocence was a DS game as well. But this is a remake, remaster version. So again, this one I'm going to have to, kind of do the English walkthrough for, but that's okay. Tales games are fun. As you can tell, I love the series. All right, now, these last two were also part of a long-winded trade and payment plan. The first one being Persona 4 Golden. Now, I don't actually have the cartridge in here because it's in my Vita currently, because that's the main thing I'm playing. But this is like a remake of Persona 4, which came out on the PS2. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, guys. It does have some dark moments in it, but Persona games kind of do anyway. But I think this is one of the more lighthearted Persona games. And again, I really enjoy it. Hopefully you guys do too. This one wasn't extremely expensive. I definitely got a deal on it, even though I still had to pay a bit, with trades and payment plans and stuff. But it's definitely really fun. Now, this was the most expensive one on the lot here. So this is Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. So Danganronpa games are actually really good visual novel games on the Vita. Now, this one technically I have not tried yet, but definitely looking forward to it. I'm actually give it a try this weekend. Visual novels are actually really good on the Vita. That's a bulk of what I have. They're good. You really don't have much action at all. It's just mainly decision making. Some of them do have some action elements in it, but they're really good, like just to take on the go. They're not games that I would sit down like on my PS5 or the Xbox to play. They're not really good for home console games, but for a little portable system like the Vita or even the Switch has some visual novels as well. Those games are good just to take on the go if you're sitting down just relaxing somewhere. Those are good. All right, guys. Holy cow, it's 20 minutes passed by already. I had a lot. All right, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and comment down below. And subscribe if you wish. And I will catch you guys next time. Y'all have a great day. Jesus is real. He loves you. I love you guys. Stay safe. Keep on gaming. I'll catch you later.